Hello, I'm Sally, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Sally Riot. I got the little yellow rose in the corner, and I'm going to test a theory today. This is my sourdough starter, Janie. That's my girl, Janie. And this is the discard. It's room temperature, so there's a few little bubbles in her. But I'm starting out with clean bowl, clean spoon, spatula, clean cup, clean everything, clean large cup with warm water in it. And I'm going to test a theory today. I'm going to get this started. If I'm going to do maybe like 3.5, give or take. And these are pretty heaping, so let's see. One theory is when you empty out your container with your starter in it. Say you're going to make a levain, or use the starter for bread, or use it to make banana bread or biscuits or pancakes or whatever. And you use pretty well all of it except for what's on the sides of the actual, on the sides and the bottom. After you empty this, what's left is the strongest of your sourdough starter. Now, I don't know if that's true, but Janie's strong enough now. And no, I did not have to use any yeast. She passed with flying colors. But I'm going to try this theory. And I'm going to get this all, but yet I'm starting with clean. I'm starting with a clean bowl, clean lid. I can't stand using the same bowl over and over again. It drives me up the wall. It just drives me crazy. Because this stuff gets like concrete. The stuff on the sides gets crusty, and you stir it and everything falls into your bowl, or into your actual starter. But I'm just going to go ahead and dump this together, and I'm going to put this in the fridge. It's winter here, but good grief, it's warm. It's like 70 degrees. Well, I don't know how warm it is. It dropped really cold. It was like 70 degrees, then it dropped cold, and I'm going to save all that. I'm going to save what's left in there, and kind of scrape the rest of that out into my fresh. So, stir this together. Get around the sides. And I'm going to put this, I hope you can see that. I'm going to put this in the fridge. Keep it fresh, keep it cold. And she's got the red lid. Now, this, in order to get this out of there, I'm going to use a little dab of water. I'm going to set this right there. That's my new. And there's like maybe I could scrape up like a teaspoon, a little less than a teaspoon maybe, by the time I got all that out of there. And my starter is kind of stiff. I didn't add any fresh water to it because I'm going to do this. I'm going to add about a tablespoon, maybe a little over a tablespoon, and go ahead and swish this around and make kind of like a slurry. Of a starter. Get all that out of there. They say this is the strongest of your starter. Well, we'll see. I don't know. But that's one reason why people use the same container over and over again, is because what's left on the bottom and on the sides of your container is the strongest. And I've got like a really thin slurry there. And I got this out yesterday. So the sides are a little crusty, but they're not so crusty. It's like, oh gosh, I can't use that. It's so dirty, you know, so. We'll test this theory. And I still might add a little bit of flour to it. See how that's, after stirring it around, how it got kind of bubbly right there. Get all this down. I'm going to pour this into my starter. And get that out of there. Get all that out of there. Stir this up. And this would be, if I had to guess, that would be maybe a 1 to 4 feeding, 1 to 3 or 4 feeding. And we'll see, I want to keep an eye on this and film this again. See what Miss Janie's doing, and hopefully I can catch it. Hopefully this goes. Hopefully it'll make a beautiful bubbly sourdough like I want. And we'll see what that does. Worst it can do is not rise, but I've got plenty of this stuff. Let me get this too. Let me get that off of there. I don't know, but we will see what this looks like after maybe tonight. This is, what time is it? It's a little after 11, according to the clock on my oven. Let me work this out a little bit. We'll see what that's doing. But we'll see what she's doing after a while. And now later today, hopefully I get to make a beautiful video. I want to make onion soup and cheddar bay biscuits. My sister gave me a whole pack of onions just after I bought onions, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all these onions? Well, the best way to use up onions, you can start using them in your recipes and stuff. Chop them up or use them in your salads. But I'm going to try to make onion soup. And I tried it once before. I don't think I was able to get a video of it. But anyway, I want to see what this does. But I want to make cheddar bay biscuits and onion soup. Hey, there's a few little bubbles starting. Maybe that'll go. But I want to put this in the fridge and keep it fresh. And we'll see what this is doing in a few hours. Well, thank you for watching. You have a wonderful day. And hopefully I'll see you later when I'm chopping onions and mixing up batter for Cheddar Bay biscuits. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.